What's going on, everybody? Mr. Pomo here for day 2 of our virtual PE unit. And no, we are not taking a field trip to the golf course tonight. We'll be back there on Wednesday's lesson. But today what we are talking is we are in the basement and we're doing a little chipping 101. So if you remember from last lesson, we covered the 3 parts of the pre-shot routine. Again, extremely important. Before we even get into hitting a golf ball, we're talking about how we set up to do that. And again, if you were not here or missed, a quick little review. We talked about the grip. We talked specifically about the interlocking grip. Again, remember, there's the overlapping, there was a baseball, and we did the interlocking grip. And again, offhand starts with the handshake, point the finger, pinky underneath, and your thumb is tucked right over the top. Again, that's the grip. We talked about the setup or your stance. And again, we started with the ball right in the middle of our feet. We did our top foot 6 inches forward, back foot 12 inches back, a little bend in our legs, and we let our arms hang naturally. And the last part was the ball position. And again, ball position was how far away is that golf ball from our body. And again, a good way to show is the OK check. Your thumb and your fist, that's how far away from your body that golf ball should be. And now you are set up and have a great pre-shot routine. Now, once we have that pre-shot routine, it's time to hit a golf ball. But again, why are we actually doing that? So today we're going to cover what the objective is for golf, and then how to actually meet that objective. So for golf, again, if you haven't known so far, you need a couple pieces of equipment. Number one, you need a golf club. In golf specifically, you'll see people with a golf bag filled with golf clubs. You can see some of mine right here. In golf, the maximum number of clubs you can have is 14. So when you go to a golf course maybe someday, or a driving range, you'll see a lot of people with golf balls and golf bags and golf clubs. 14 is the maximum you can have if you're officially playing a real golf tournament. Now you also need a golf ball. This is important because this is what you're actually trying to hit into your third and last piece of equipment, which is a golf hole. Now I'm in the basement right now, so it's not an official golf hole, but we are using this target as our golf hole. And as long as I have a target, a golf ball, and a golf club, I can play golf anywhere at any time. So those are the 3 basic major pieces of equipment that you need to play golf. A golf club, a golf ball, and a target or hole. Now, my wife's filming right now, and she would kick my butt if I tried to hit this golf ball in the house. So for today's activity, I'm going to be using these 2 little Ron play inside the house ball things. Who knows what those are, but that's what we're using, okay? And today's lesson we're going to talk about is how to actually get that golf ball towards the target. Now in golf, obviously there's a bunch of different golf clubs and they're all used for different things, and we're going to talk about those on Wednesday as far as what do I use to tee off, or why is it this big driver or woods or long irons. But for our class, our skill that we're talking about is the golf chip. And the golf chip is important because that's when you are close to the target, getting it in or near that hole. So you're going to be tested this unit on how to chip a golf ball. Now, if you don't have a golf club at home, that's fine. You're still going to know the components and you're going to demonstrate how to do that. We'll talk about that next week when we start to actually test. But for today, you want to make sure that you understand after this lesson how to chip a golf ball. Now, a chip, what that means is instead of taking a full swing, a chip is taking just a short swing to chip it or pitch it towards a golf hole or target. So what I mean by that is this. I am not very far away from that golf hole. Okay, I have a little towel and I have that little basket on top. That basket is my target. So when I am close to my target, all I want to do is chip a golf ball there. And when I say chip, I mean taking the club back about halfway back, and halfway through. That's all. And it's super important to remember our pre-shot routine when we do that. Once we have this pre-shot routine, how we actually chip a golf ball, I'm gonna break it down into 4 parts to the chip, okay? Part number 1 is going to be the backswing, or how I take the club back. Part number 2 is going to be the downswing. Once that club is back, I have to put it down towards the golf ball. The third part is going to be the contact, okay? How I actually go and make contact with that golf ball. And the fourth part is the follow through, how I finish the shot. So part 1 is the backswing, Part 2 is the downswing. Part 3 is contact. And part 4 is the follow through. And here's how you do it. Number 1, you make sure you set up to the golf ball. I've covered that again before. On the backswing, I'm keeping this triangle with my arms. So my arms right now are forming a triangle. And on the backswing, the one mistake that a lot of new golfers make is they break their wrists, okay? Meaning they take their wrists and they fling the golf club back like that. You don't need to do that at all. The only thing you need to do is to take the golf club slowly and let your shoulders just turn back about halfway. Your wrist will naturally start to move a little bit, but you don't want to intentionally break it like that. So again, backswing, my arms just move it slowly back, and you should still be able to see that triangle with the arms. Now on the downswing, in golf, you have to hit behind and down on the golf ball to make it go in the air, okay? A little bit of physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when I hit down on the ball, that energy transfers and hits the ball up. The second mistake that a lot of new golfers make is they try to help the golf ball in the air, meaning they try to lift it up. When I lift it up, I don't make contact down beneath the golf ball, I hit the golf ball. So again, you want to really focus on the downswing is trying to hit down on the ball to make it go up. Our contact, we're trying to hit that golf ball right in the middle of the face of the golf club. And then for the follow through, we want to finish about halfway. We don't want to finish up and over our head because we're only chipping the golf ball. So here's what it looks like put together. I've got my grip, stance, good ball position. My backswing is going to be halfway back, downswing, contact, finish. Here we go. Back, down, contact, finish. So on that one, I hit it real nice and close to the target. I was a little short, so now I'm going to swing a little faster. Again, setup is good. Grip, stance, ball position. I'm focused on the 4 parts. Backswing, halfway, downswing hits down on it, contact in the middle, and follow through. That one was a little long, which is why it's important to practice. But again, your keys takeaways today is making sure that you know the 4 parts to the chip. And again, backswing, downswing, contact, follow through. Halfway back, halfway through. That is the golf chip. Just like I told you last time when you learned the pre-shot routine, I encourage you to practice this, even if you don't have a golf club. If I can stand in front of a mirror, again, holding anything that I have nearby, for me, it's this washcloth. I take my grip, stance, ball position, I go halfway back, halfway through, halfway back, halfway through. Focused on those 4 different parts. Also, make sure between now and Wednesday, I've added a checklist to the PowerPoint, and you're gonna need those items to be able to make your own indoor golf course without a golf club. We're gonna have some fun and learn some concepts about what you need to be able to play golf. So please take a look at that PowerPoint. Make sure you have those. There's a quick Google form attached letting me know that you watched this video and understand the 4 parts. So complete the form between now and Wednesday. Make sure you have that equipment list before now and Wednesday. And I look forward to seeing you Wednesday for a little at-home golf edition in virtual PE. Until next time, Mr. Pomo.